just something to bore you to sleep. I'll be whispering for the majority of this video, so if you prefer soft-spoken or tapping or other types of videos, you can find those on my channel. I would like to say that this channel will now be named the Chris Rutten YouTube channel. A lot of you know that my name is Chris, and I hid behind the Brutus alias for a while, and I wanted to consolidate all of my passions into one place. So if you only like my ASMR videos, there are playlists on my channel that are solely ASMR. If you're interested in my musical theater pursuits, performing and writing, or if you're also interested in my photography work as a professional photographer here in New York, then this channel is for you. Hopefully, getting to know me in more than one way will make you still want to listen to the ASMR. If you're just joining me and you don't know what ASMR is, I provide and make those videos as well. But let's just get into it. I don't want to take any more of your time, but thank you for sticking around if you're a subscriber, and if you're just joining me, I'm Chris, and I do a lot of different things. I live in New York, I perform, I write, and I make ASMR. So let's get into it. I'm going to be reading the word in Spanish and then in English, and we'll just go through them. I haven't studied Spanish since high school, so let's see how this goes. El año. El año. Year. El año. El país. El país. Country. El país. El tiempo. El tiempo. Time. El tiempo. La parte. La parte. Part. La parte. La vida. La vida. Life. La vida. Los años. Los años. I'm guessing you can guess what that means. The plural, years. Los años. El día. El día. Day. El día. La vez. La vez. That's another word for time, and I believe that's more of like a time of like a year or something, rather than the actual time, if that makes any sense. A period. La persona. La persona. Person. La persona. La mujer. La mujer. Woman. La mujer. El caso. El caso. Not to be mistaken with casa, la casa. El caso means case. El caso. El hombre. El hombre. Man. El hombre. So in Espanol or in Spanish, we don't pronounce the H, so it's not hombre. I know a lot of you think it's hombre. It's hombre. El hombre. Man. El momento. El momento. Moment. Now, the feminine and the masculine is important in Spanish, so that's why I'm reading the article beforehand. The article is el or la, based on the gender of the word, or I don't even know if the gender is the right word for that, but I think you understand El mundo, world, el mundo. Here we're at this word, la casa, house, la casa, la cosa, thing, la cosa, el lugar, place, el lugar, trabajo, el trabajo, work, el trabajo, la forma, form, la forma. Now, some of these might seem obvious. Spanish and English are pretty close in languages, as languages go. But sometimes you can get a false cognate, which means a word that sounds like an English word, but actually means another. I'll let you know when we get to one of those. El Estado. El Estado. If you've ever heard of Los Estados Unidos, the United States, El Estado means state. So that's like California, not like a physiological state, but like an actual state. Or it actually could be probably used for that as well. El Estado, el grupo, group, el grupo. That's one of those easier cognants. El punto, point, el punto. El niño, child, el niño. La ciudad, city, la ciudad. El problema, problem, el problema. That's an easier cognate as well. El sistema, system, el sistema. El presidente, president, el presidente. La manera, way, la manera. So if you're asking which way, or that way, or a way like an actual, a way to go, or like not a street, but you could use it in that sense. La manera, way. La historia, history, la historia. El tipo, type, el tipo. hijo, son, el hijo, el centro, center, el centro. I like this video because it's reminding me of all these words that I don't think I've forgotten, but I just haven't seen them in a while, so I'm appreciating this as well with you guys. Hopefully you have the tingles and you're falling asleep. We're gonna continue on with some more, but let's do it. El servicio, service, el servicio. La empresa, company, la empresa, la cuenta, account, la cuenta. I believe la cuenta can also mean check. Like if you need the check at a restaurant, you can ask for la cuenta. We'll see if we come across that as well. If I'm wrong, let me know. La mano, hand, la mano. I'm also wondering if Spanish speakers could learn in reverse. They're hearing their own word a little bit more than normal, but maybe they can learn too. El proyecto, project, el proyecto. La gente, people, la gente. El agua, water, el agua. That's one we should all know if we're in a Spanish-speaking country, because water, el agua, is very important. La hora, so that's showing time, but it can also mean hour, like what time is it, but also what is the hour. La hora, el padre, parent. Padre can also refer to father, and madre refers to mother, but el padre can also mean parent. La semana, week, la semana. El lado, side, el lado. La familia. If you can't figure that one out, you're probably asleep. La familia means family. La familia. La madre, mother. We already were there, but la madre, mother. La información, information. So this can be helpful that you know that la is femenino. La información is a feminine word. That's important. El fin, end, el fin. You can use el fin as kind of like the finish. El fin, that's how I remember it. El fin means end. You can also say el fin de semana, which means the end of the week, which means the weekend when you fully translate it. El programa, program, el programa. So that cognate might actually seem very obvious, but it's also good to know when you are learning cognants, which are words that sound similar in different languages, that it's important to know the definition, and it's pretty easy to learn because it's el programa, is program, but knowing that allows you to listeners are familiar with that word and familiar with that cognate, if that makes any sense. So I still think it's valuable to learn cognants and to learn the close ones. La salud. La salud means health. La salud. El cuerpo. El cuerpo. Body. Body. El cuerpo. La actividad. La actividad. Activity. La actividad. El derecho. El derecho. Right. Meaning like the right side, the right hand. El derecho. Sigue derecho. Turn to the right. El derecho. El ejemplo. I'll try that one again. El ejemplo. Example. El ejemplo. El libro. El libro. Book. El libro. El medio. El medio. Middle. El medio. El tema. El tema. So that's interesting because it ends with an A. A lot of feminine words end with A, but this is a version of a word that starts with the masculine article el. El tema is topic. So sometimes you gotta learn those tricky ones. El tema. Los días. Los días. Plural. Days. Los días. El hecho. El hecho. El hecho means fact. El hecho. La zona. La zona. Zone. La zona. El nombre. El nombre. Name. El nombre. This one was always hard for me to learn because nombre always sounded like number to me, which is numero. But nombre is your name. Nombre. El número. El número. The accents over the U in that. El número. Number. El número. El final. El final. That's another way to say end. El final. La calle. La calle. Street. La calle. El estudio. El estudio. Study. El estudio. So that's the noun version of the word. It's not the verb to study. El estudio is like referring to a room in the house where you would study. La puerta. La puerta. Door. La puerta. La investigación. La investigación. Research. You might think it was investigation, but that's another version of a false cognate. La investigación. Research. El espacio. El espacio. Space. El espacio. La acción. La acción. Action. La acción. El pueblo. El pueblo. Town. El pueblo. La voz. La voz. product, el producto, el amigo, friend, el amigo, el mercado, market, el mercado, la cabeza, head, la cabeza, la muerte, death, la muerte, el minuto, minute, el minuto, la verdad, truth, la verdad, el sentido, sense, el sentido, el hermano, brother, el hermano, el poder, power, el poder, la universidad, university, la universidad, el uso, use, el uso, la idea, idea, la idea. So that one's spelled the same, but you need to pronounce it in Spanish. Idea and idea are spelled the same. But that's a fun moment where you can practice your Spanish pronunciation. So that's actually going to be concluding the video today. I really enjoyed this, so I think I'm going to continue and kind of make a part 2 of this in Spanish. I'm also potentially going to try this in Korean. So if you're trying to learn K-pop, or you're trying to learn Korean or learn Korean words, my accent is a little worse on that side of things. But hopefully you are almost asleep, if not already asleep. Thank you for tuning back in. As you know, I will be making other types of videos on this channel. If you're not interested, totally fine. If you find interest in my life and the other things I'm doing in